Hi, welcome to my channel, Moving to Madison, Wisconsin. I'm Mindy Kesnick and I am your host. About 4 months ago, back in May, it's now October, I shared a market update. And I had to watch it again just to see where we were at because I knew that it was time already for another market update for our area in Madison, Wisconsin. And I have to say, my crystal ball must have been working well back in May because everything that I predicted in that video has come true. So back in May, we talked about the inventory shortage, which unfortunately we are still seeing to a pretty substantial degree right now. However, the interest rates between last May and right now is pretty close to like 2%. So back in May, we did anticipate an interest rate hike, and I did anticipate that it would change the market pretty drastically, and boy, did it. I actually cannot believe that we are in the same calendar year as earlier this spring, because the way that I am advising buyers now and helping buyers get offers accepted is 100% different than it was back in May. The good news is, when I talk to a buyer now about the market, and I have somebody call and say, hey, we're moving to the area. Tell us what the market is like in Madison, Wisconsin, and how is it for buyers? And I am very excited to share with them that there is exactly one con to a whole list of pros that I can share with them versus back in May, there was one pro versus a whole list of cons. And that main difference is the interest rate. So right now, the interest rate is the one con. It is high. I should say it is higher than we have been used to for quite some time. Earlier this year, we were still seeing interest rates in the 2s and really low 3s. That was amazing, right? But it was only amazing for those people that could actually get offers accepted. And even for those buyers, they were paying for that low interest rate in another form. They were having to make offers with a lot of risk involved, meaning waiving inspections, waiving appraisals, waiving contingencies that were really important to them. And they also were having to offer more than asking price. So now, yes, you're looking at a higher interest rate, but here's the deal. We date the rate, right? The rate can certainly come back down and you can refinance, and that you are not married to that for 30 years, even though you're signing a 30-year note, okay? But the difference is now when I'm helping buyers, they can pretty much put any contingency they want in an offer and typically get that offer accepted. We welcome inspections as buyer's agents. We welcome appraisal contingencies. You can pick your financing. Sellers are willing to accept all those government programs that we talked about not being able to be accepted in May. They're now on the table. The other thing is you have some time. So we don't have to rush into an offer to purchase on a property that you don't even know if you want, but you just have to write on, because if you don't, it's going to be gone tomorrow and you won't have the chance to even consider whether or not you wanted it. There are, again, so many pros to buying in this market. The one con is, yes, the interest rate is a lot higher than what we were seeing. So make sure that you're having the conversation with your agent, and even more importantly, the lender, to know what your monthly payments are going to look like. Because if you were pre-approved back in the spring for a certain dollar amount, and you want your payments to stay similar to that, what you were talking about back then, you're gonna have to bring your price range down, which is okay, because right now we can write an offer under asking and very likely get it accepted. I'm excited for buyers. It is a joy to work with them again, because back in the spring, it was really hard, if I'm being completely honest, because I knew that their chances of them getting their offer accepted was just so low, no matter how strong of a buyer they were. It's much more fun for me. I feel like I can do a better job again, really advising the buyers to make what the right choices for them versus telling the buyers what the sellers were expecting to see if they were going to be a contender through that selection process of picking an offer. If you are considering a move to Madison, Wisconsin, maybe you're already here and you're just trying to get an update on what things are looking like, it's a great time to buy despite the interest rate. The interest rate will not last forever. I don't know that it's going to go down anytime real soon, but it won't be 7 or 8 or 9% or whatever we end up seeing. It won't be that forever. Buy a home that you can afford, that you can add some equity, and make sure that you're comfortable with your payments where they're at. And then once you refinance, you're going to be in an even better situation. So I hope that helps. I'm very excited to talk to you today because it is a much better market for buyers right now. I'm thrilled to say that I think buyers in this market can go back to enjoying the process. It was not fun for a very long time, but it's back. Stay tuned in the weeks to come because I'm going to start talking about new construction and what that looks like. Thanks again for watching.